What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. They just dropped the trailer for the new Snow White remake. But if you
The
are
long
new
awaited.
here, yeah, it's had some controversy along with other Disney. This is like a trend for Disney
Was this supposed
remakes.
to like release earlier?
It
Why do
was,
I
I
feel like
think
it was?
so. I think so, but
It
I'm
feels
pretty
like it
sure they made the
was.
dwarfs like real people, but then they went and like made them CG or something. Something happened where like it delayed it by
Why
a
did they do
lot.
that?
I don't know if that's real. I don't know if that's exactly the case, but it was something
Oh
that
God, I
delayed.
wonder what this is gonna look like.
Oh my! But yeah, I'm not really that too well. Before
Bunch
I
of
start
CGI
talking,
dwarfs. I might be more
um,
intrigued now. Shoot.
um, yeah. If this is your first time being here though, and you've never came across this channel, well, if you like this type of content, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing, and clicking that bell. Helps out the channel a lot. It's free, and it's a great way to support us. But I'm not gonna act like I'm some huge Snow White fan.
I'm the biggest Snow White fan, right? I mean, I have Snow White memorabilia all over my room. Bunch of Snow White posters. No,
Snow
with all
White
due
Shrine.
respect, with all due Snow White Shrine. With all due respect, I think I've watched the Snow White animated Disney movie like once when I was like little,
Little,
and I
yeah.
don't even think I watched it. I think I just saw it on because my little
Hmm.
sister always watched those princess movies. There's a few that I have actually watched, but I don't think Snow White was one of them. But I do know the character. The story is very familiar. It's a tale as old as time that like has garnered like a lot of popularity and just like a lot of the other Disney princess properties. So, I mean, let's see what's going on here. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know what's in
CGI dwarfs.
store. The trailer's only barely
Let's
over a
go.
minute, so it's gonna be really fast. I don't think this movie drops for a while, anyways. But we're gonna go ahead
Okay.
and see what they're cooking. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and react to this trailer for Snow White. It looks good.
Yeah.
It's got a nice like glow to it.
It looks magical.
It does. Oh, are these the dwarves? It is the dwarf. That's
Oh
it's
wow.
gorgeous.
So whistle while you work.
I'll save it for after.
So while you work.
Oh my god, the jump scare. My bad.
Dude.
Who's the fairest one of all?
I mean, it looks so good.
It does look good, like surprisingly. Like, this looks
Is this-
great.
Yeah, it does look really good.
I wonder how much this costs. I'll look it up. The apple. She eats the apple.
She's indeed going to eat it unless they change it and she doesn't.
Well, everyone, that was the first trailer for Snow White. That was fast. Go ahead and
Flew
give
by.
your
Flew
thoughts,
by.
your quick thoughts while I look up this budget because I really want to know now.
I mean, the movie really does look good, and I do remember looking at, you know, who was working on the movie cinematography wise, and I remember,
Wow,
I don't. The guy just knows how to make things look good.
it's a
He really
$200
does.
million movie.
$200 million.
That's
I mean,
steep.
it's Snow White.
It is.
It's
It should do.
It's a big Disney IP. There are some things here that are troubling. There are already
Like, go
Um,
ahead and give your example.
like casting Gal Gadot. Like number one, number two.
As the villain. What's her name
The
again?
CGI
See,
dwarves.
I'm not on the Snow
I'm pretty
White
sure she's
lore.
just like the evil queen or something.
Is that just her name? Just Evil Queen?
I think so. I forget. But the CGI dwarves are
Yeah, it is.
So
It is. It's
uncanny.
literally Evil Queen.
they're so uncanny. The CGI dwarves are so uncanny. They literally just popped up on the screen for like 5 seconds.
So
and,
what
like,
would you have wanted?
Not gonna lie, bro.
A
That
real
shit
dwarf?
sent shivers down my spine, not in a good way. Like,
Oh my goodness.
dude, like I was genuinely put off by that shit. Like they look
By
like
what? The dwarfs or the
blob
trailer?
monsters.
Oh, the dwarfs?
Yeah,
I
they
do
look like
think
like
like
blob monsters with fat ass noses. It looks so weird.
live action Keebler
And
elves.
especially, and honestly, I probably wouldn't even have that big of a problem with the CGI dwarves if the rest of the movie was CGI. But since like it's like Rachel Zegler
Yeah.
interacting with
So what would you have rather have them do? Like use
dwarfs,
cast actual dwarfs?
cast actual dwarfs.
Really?
I feel like you do that anyway. I feel like you have some inclusion with that anyway.
That's true.
Like by casting,
That's
yeah,
true.
by casting actual dwarfs as the 7 dwarfs. I feel like you like have some inclusion of like dwarf people.
It's gonna
like,
be odd to see how
they're
she
not just
interacts.
mini me's and Austin Powers. they're actually like, you know what I mean? Like, but like them being like fully CGI is weird. But the movie looks really good. Like visually,
It does. Like
it's tasty.
out of
And
all
I
the
remember
remakes,
seeing who did it. Bro did Red Riding Hood, and I remember being like, dog,
and it's Mark
Red
Webb
Riding Hood
directing,
was
obviously.
Mark Webb directing. Bro's got it.
A
He's got an
visionary.
eye. He has got an eye. But yeah, I remember seeing the cinematography did Red Riding Hood, and I remember Red Riding Hood being complete utter garbage, trash, dog water, booty jiggle sauce. But I do remember that movie looking way better than it should have.
It should have,
looked
yeah.
so good, and the movie was so bad. Not superstar studded, not heavy writers on the script. It just shouldn't have looked that good, but it did. So whoever like working on the movie, I can say one thing: if I'm going in to watch the movie, I know it's gonna look good. But there are just some things that are off-putting, especially with the dwarves, and it's the fact that they barely showed the dwarves. They barely
That's what
showed
I'm
them in this
wondering
trailer.
is because obviously there has been times in many movies where we have a real actor on set
Yeah.
interacting
And
with
they're
something that
interacting
is
with- yeah.
not there. And it's like, how is this gonna play out? How is this gonna look exactly? Is
I
she gonna
don't
be
think it's gonna
having
play
the
out
dead
like
look
Life of
where
Pi.
she
Right. I
Life of
don't think
Pi.
it's gonna play out like Mowgli. Right. I don't think it's gonna play out
Mowgli?
like that. I think it's gonna play out more like maybe Venom.
What?
Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm so sorry, but the dwarfs just completely like spun my head around. Like, I can't think about nothing besides the dwarfs anymore.
I think it looks good, like you said. It does look great.
It does.
And,
Visually, it does.
I will say,
Mark Webb.
like, I'm very interested to see, like, because obviously we got a little hint of Rachel Zegler's voice. I want to see what she brings because I
she can
really
sing.
enjoyed her in West Side Story. So I'm really
I don't
curious
think
to see
that's the
what
worry.
she brings here. Yeah, I don't
Right.
think so. And I just really want to know, like, where is exactly, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way, but where's the budget going? Like, is it gonna feel like a $200 million Disney remake? And I will say, regarding their remakes, this is one of the better looking ones. Like, I thought Jungle Book looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Cruella on a technical level looked pretty good as well. And then like Maleficent had its moments. Little
I
Mermaid
thought
had
Lion
its
King
moments.
looked pretty good.
Lion King looked pretty good.
It's hard to make Lion King look bad, to be honest, though.
Yeah, the visual effects in that movie were really great. And then, it's just gonna be whether or not this hits the mark. I remember when Little Mermaid dropped, and it was like 2 hours or whatever. The runtime dropped. People were like, if they're remaking Little Mermaid, why is it 30 minutes longer? Like, but it worked out in that movie. Like, I think the pacing and
Did they make some? I'm pretty sure they made some changes too.
Just
to
the
Little Mermaid
like
story.
very.
That's why
very
I wonder if
minor.
they're gonna do it in Snow White. That's why at the end of the reaction, I was like, "Is she gonna bite the apple?"
She eats
Because
apple.
Disney is very much the type to be like, "No, this time."
Yeah, I'm really curious to see like what, especially like hardcore Snow White fans think of this. I don't know.
I'm the one with the Snow White shrine. Like, what do you mean? Like,
I don't know how this is gonna go down. I've already seen so many people against the casting of Rachel Zegler. I don't think casting
and
Gal
definitely
Gadot
Gal Gadot
as the
Definitely
main
Gal
villain
Gadot.
makes it any better.
But I will say, casting Gal Gadot as the main villain, I mean, if you're gonna cast her,
Oh my goodness, jeez. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it was so short. Like we can't really have too like solidified thoughts on this.
I'm very
yet.
open-minded though, even though the dorks kind of made me feel tingly.
Yeah, I remember everyone talking trash about the Little Mermaid CGI.
Mark Webb is directing. Like,
I mean, I don't think the Little Mermaid CGI was bad, but I remember that being such a huge topic after the trailer, and it doesn't look great in the movie. Like, there's moments where it actually does, but it's hard to like do anything water related now after Avatar: The Way of Water. It's hard, like the bar is set so high. But I enjoyed Little Mermaid, so hopefully, you know, whether or not this movie has the issues going into it, I just hope it's something that like is enjoyable and is one of the better remakes, because Little Mermaid was a bit of a sprinkle of a surprise. It was really good, and I just hope this has like kind of that same trajectory, I guess, because these controversial thoughts and opinions on this stuff is super hyperbolic. I just hope that once it releases, when it's all said and done, it's actually a solid movie.
I will say this: it looks better than Wicked. I will say that. Yeah.
It don't got the voices of Wicked though.
We didn't do a Wicked trailer reaction on this channel. If I do recall, we did not.
I don't think we did. We should have.
But day one, I was like, the movie looks not good. Like, visually, I don't like the way the movie looks.
It does have the like polish.
It looks so weird. It looks so.
I don't think it looks weird. I think it's just.
It doesn't even look weird. It just doesn't look like a movie that should be in theaters. Like, it looks like a Disney movie, like The Descendants or something like that. Like, it looks like something like that rather than like Snow White. Like, Snow White is what Wicked should be looking like, if that makes sense.
I get what you mean.
You know what I mean?
But
I mean, I will say that though, it looks better than Wicked. And again, Mark Webb is directing. I'm open-minded, man. Like, Mark Webb.
Yeah, Mark Webb's really good at
he has a knack for just, even if he's given like a dog water script, he'll give you those moments that like just live.
For
like,
sure,
they just
absolutely.
Live. Like, so I mean, I'm open-minded, but we'll see.
Me too. But you guys tell us in the comments below your thoughts.
Let us know
on this trailer, on Snow White, anything related to this. We love hearing you guys and discussing with you guys down there. And also, if you made it this far and you have not, please hit the like button, subscribe, and click that bell. It's free, supports us a ton, gets us in the algorithm.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it's been your boy 𝙎𝙬𝙎𝙀.
Me boy Kills.
And hopefully we will see you guys in the next one.